Being 16 and born in a neighborhood filled with crime and violence, boxing feels like the only pathway for me. It's either boxing or crime, and I don't want to follow the footsteps of my friends who are either in jail or worse. My dream is to make it out of the hood and become a world champion one day. Mom says if I stay focused and stay out of trouble, I will make it. The other side of the family, my aunts and uncles, say that I need to be realistic. They say that people like us don't have dreams. Every Wednesday and Friday, I would walk to the boxing gym in the city center. The gym was filled with aspiring world champions. The coaches, especially Angel, were known to be the toughest in the city. My mom would say, if it's not tough, it's not making you strong. It was Friday evening and this meant sparring. I'd only boxed for a couple of months, but today was the day that I would spar for the first time. I won't lie to you, I was kind of nervous, but I guess that's normal. Come on, G, get your gloves on, shouted Angel from across the boxing gym. You're going to be sparring Sean today. Sean has been boxing for 10 years. I'd only been boxing for a few months. He was a veteran. I climbed through the ropes of the boxing ring. As soon as I looked up, I saw Sean staring me down. You boys ready? Sean said nothing. Yeah, I'm ready. Right, boys, make sure it's clean. We're here to learn and not break each other's jaws. Let's spar. And just like that, my first sparring session began. Bam! Right off the bat, Sean smacked me on the right side of my head. Again and again and again. Whoa, 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 shouted Angel. Sean, what are you doing? This is sparring. We're here to practice and work together. I was shocked by the power. It was crazy. I was dazed for a second, but it wasn't afraid. Angel, it's fine. Let's go again. I got back up and walked to the middle of the ring where Sean was waiting for me. You're weak, he said with a smirk on his face. I started to move around the ring, trying to slip and slide the shots that came my way. Angel said great footwork was fundamental. Sean saw that I was trying to improve, so he got closer and closer, jabbing as he came in, and then stomp. He stood on my right foot, but no one noticed. I couldn't move. Sean smacked me again and again and again. Nice footwork, you amateur, he whispered. My blood was boiling, but I had to keep my cool. That evening, it was raining, so Mom picked me up. She could tell I was in a bad mood. Gee, what's up? What happened today? Nothing happened. It went well. I didn't want my mom to know. She could be overprotective sometimes, and I don't want her to say anything embarrassing to the coaches. When we got back, I didn't feel hungry, so I went straight to my room. All I wanted to do was to think about how I could do better against Sean. He was a bully, and where I'm from, you don't bully or allow anyone to bully you. Next session was even worse. Long story short, the same thing happened again. Sean beat the crap out of me. 3 weeks went by, and I hadn't been boxing once. I had enough. A lot happened during the weeks away. One of my close friends went to jail, and another friend nearly got shot. It's a crazy place where I live. Mom is worried about me. She seems to think that without boxing, I'm going to end up on the streets up to no good. I'm fine, I keep telling her. They're just my friends. But she's having none of it, which is why she called Angel, even though I said I didn't want her to. I find it embarrassing when she does things like this. She said Angel wants me to come down for a session. Apparently he has something he wants to give me. So I did, but only to make my mom happy. Gee, you made it. I was starting to worry you wouldn't come. Yeah, Mom said I had to. Gee, listen. How do you feel about training one-on-one? What? Just you and me? Yeah, just you and me. Angel was one of the greatest coaches in the city, possibly one of the greatest in the world with young rising stars. I didn't say anything for a second, but I remembered why I started boxing, to get out of the hood and to become world champion. I guess we could give it a go. Me and Angel trained for 2 hours straight, sharpening the fundamentals, especially my footwork. After the session had finished, Angel gave me a small piece of paper with a message. Breathe, flow, progress, is what it said. Angel could tell I was confused. This is what you must learn if you want to beat Sean and progress towards your dream. Don't worry, you'll soon understand. I didn't have a clue what the message meant, but there was one thing I did know. I knew I had to improve. I knew I had to make my dream become a reality. Not just for me, but for Mom. And well, if I didn't, I'd probably end up in jail, or worse. Before our next session started, Angel texted me, "Bring the piece of paper." We sat down and spoke for 20 minutes. Angel was asking question after question. Angel pulled his chair in closer. "G, what do you think I mean by breathe when it comes to boxing?" I thought I knew the answer, but I didn't think it would be that simple. "I need to relax in the ring." That's right, you need to learn how to focus on your breathing, which leads to the next step. G, what do you think I mean by flow when it comes to boxing? Again, I knew the answer, well, that's what I thought, but it can't be that simple. I paused for a second. I guess when you breathe and relax, you will begin to flow. Angel had a huge smile on his face. When you flow, that is when you grow in confidence and ability. And then I guess you progress? Ding, 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 cried out Angel. It can't be that simple, right? Angel continued to say that simplicity is the key to mastery. Me and Angel put the principle to practice right away. Weeks, months went by. My skill set was sharpening. It was Friday evening. And Friday meant one thing: sparring. Me and Sean were now face to face. I mean, it was just sparring, but it felt like life or death. "Let's go, boys," called out one of the coaches. Breathe, 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 I kept saying to myself. Bam! Right away, Sean caught me with a strong shot. Breathe, breathe. I need to stay relaxed, and then the flow will follow. Bam, 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 whack! I caught Sean with a speedy combination. Sean was pissed. He came rushing in, anger in his eyes. Gee, amazing work! I was in flow for the first time in my boxing career, dancing around the ring, slipping and sliding all the shots coming my way. Everyone was going mad. Gee, gee, gee! After the sparring session had finished, Angel rushed over. Gee, do you understand what you just done? I was speechless. I didn't know what to say. You just outclassed Sean, who had been boxing for 10 years plus. Well, it's what you taught me, right? Breathe, stay calm, and flow. Months went by, and that one successful session grew and grew. I was on fire. Sparring Sean session after session was becoming easy for me. I could finally say I'm progressing towards my dream. But I must remain humble. I must remain focused if I want to turn my dreams into reality. On top of that, I need to prove my aunts and uncles wrong, who say dreaming big isn't for people like me.